To game number 1 of this final regular season. As he's sitting with 75 health at the moment, but right-clicking GH pretty heavily, and it looks like it will be first blood for GH, and he's able to leap away from the dark. So let's see what direction they're going to go over for, as GH and Amar, they're pushed under the tower with a leap from GH to get away from Katomi, but they're bringing 2 more heroes, so this might get dangerous for Nigma.
The Scion Shell and constant body blocks.
Yeah, GH looking like he's just going to die here. They go to the swashbuckle. They'll get the kill into Amar. They'll look for GH. He has another leap into the trees. Toby does not have a vacuum, but they've also brought over Watson, so maybe a little bit of a bait.
I like this.
Sweeping dart.
I didn't mean I like that, but let's see.
I don't know. You were asking for a buff on Sweeping dart just a moment ago.
Katomi.
Blink strike. Wukongs. There it is. Overgrowth on the 4 with a ballast strike on 3. They get GH. They'll look for Amar. Toby with the vacuum back into the Ion Shell, and there is 2 kills for Entity.
With his spiders. So Amar made the slot, but will not pick up the Aegis for now.
I thought that was mine. Slight comes in, pops the Aphotic Shield on Stormstormer. They've got a lot of heroes here for Entity. It doesn't look as though that they
this
really
is a big one.
fight.
Stormstormer does have Arcane Rune. They know that Sven most likely used ulti for this Roche, otherwise they would not have damage. With the combo again.
Yeah, Overgrowth into the wall. They go to the Moonlight Shadow, but it's not going to keep Kuroki alive, and they'll already use the Aegis on Sumail.
He's going to connect.
Yeah, they've got the Rolling Thunder. They'll pump him up into the air again. They've got the root from the Shard on Katomi.
What
they get a
beautifully executed combo. Stormstormer, perfect execution. I'm just kidding. You don't want to give most of the time to your Svens, because they are like transformation heroes, especially if you don't have ulti. Now Fishman. So this time around, the game has been pretty static. He was the one trying to get back into the game, considering the bit of a slower start in the laning stage. They're using the scan, didn't connect, but they want to take a fight. Amar does have a BKB.
But there's the blink with the Rolling Thunder. They'll go to the Wukong's command, and he's just going to BKB and walk out of it. They weren't able to get the Overgrowth, but they will find GH, so ends up being Wukong's and Rolling Thunder for just the Mirana, which
also great against the Hex if you precast it. Like we didn't talk about Mind Control Hex. It's a good pickup, but in this game against Abba, it just doesn't seem as good.
Mind Control giving away a little bit of the info on that Roach time.
That's a good opening.
That's a good Storm Hammer. They'll get the kill on a Stormstormer. And borrowed time will allow him to TP out. They get a kill on a Stormstormer, which is pretty big.
In the last couple of minutes, they are trying to make these fights happen. Look at Kuroki.
Arrow, that lands. Fishman's going to need to give an Aphotic Shield, but they still have the Searing Chains. Now do they have the lockdown? They go to the Mantle from Watson. Vacuum into the wall, into the Ballast Strike, killing off Kuroki. And Sumail with a Sleight of Fist. He's doing a lot of damage with the Maelstrom. He's right in between 4 of these heroes. Leech Seed, Sleight of Fist once again. Not enough damage, though. Sumail will fall, and the arrow won't connect. So GH, he's in trouble trying to TP out. He was inhibited just a second ago with the Diffusal Blade. So, well, with the Rolling Thunder and Watson over to the side, they'll get the kill and a little bit of anti-synergy. So who will make the first move? Right now, at least, it doesn't look as though Entity's going to be the one going into the pit to try and take this Roche.
With that double damage, they have a zoning tool as well. If they pop Wukong's before it dies, Mind Control scouting things out
Smoking
with his spiders, but they're going to smoke.
They've got the Diffusal. It's on to Ricky, the 4-staff back. That's from GH, but Kuroki dies so quickly. And now they've got the root, the vacuum back. They get a kill on a GH. They'll take out 2.
Almost full 3 minutes, and they just smoke underneath the ward.
Yeah, they ping up the ward, but they're still going to go. They're going to break the smoke. Now they're going to go in. They've got the Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, and the smoke screen, but they got the borrowed time. They'll go to the Hex. Overgrowth used. That roots up Amar. Sleight of Fist coming in again from Sumail. They'll go to the Wukong's command. Watson trying to zone out these heroes. Amar walks out of the circle, so does Sumail over to the side. They've got Kuroki, though, in their sight. They'll drop down the wall, but Storm Hammer is going to be enough to get a kill up towards top. It is to get Fishman, but is that enough here for Nigma to go for Roche?
What a godly timing on that Hex. Nigma trying to go from different direction. These spiders are very annoying. They see Roshan is dropping low.
Arrow
again with the ulti.
But blinks backwards away from the Rolling Thunder from Stormstormer. They go to the BKB. They've got themselves Sumail locked up for a second. Can he get out of this one? The Wukongs, they'll get the Aegis on Mind Control. He snatched it. Sumail still dies, but how? Everybody was there.
There's way too many roots
they're still looking to go for more.
Buyback
The
from
God
Sumail.
Strength is still going to be there. They'll go with the Remnant forward from Sumail, coming back in with the buyback. They've got 5 minutes on this Aegis, so they do have themselves a second life out of the Broodmother. They'll look over at
damage
Kuroki.
from Monkey.
But look at the damage. They get the kill out of the Riki. They look over at Amar. Amar's getting low. They've got Katomi over to the side. He's trying to get into the trees to get in the root, but they get the kill on Amar. They'll take out Watson. Down goes the Monkey King. Katomi on the run. Remnant forward. Sumail back with a second life because of that buyback. Is able to get a double kill afterwards.
Big fight for Nigma Galaxy, because in terms of damage, your Mirana, your Riki, they're not going to be able to scale compared to the position 5s on Entity, especially this Treant Protector. He's almost there. Going into that refresher, yep.
Yeah, he's got 10,000 net worth, doing a lot here with his typical Treant farm. Borrowed Time's going to be popped. They go to the Nullifier as well as the Hex from Mind Control on a Fishman. Looking like a fish out of water at the moment as he gets killed off by Sumail. They go into the Wukong's command with the wall down. They get Amar so quickly, and now, without the Sven, do Nigma even want to fight?
Fishman immediate buyback. Amar way too deep in there. He knows that even if he like pops a BKB, Katomi has his number. He has this one job.
Boundless Strike. Stormcrafter up in the air. Now a Remnant back. They look over at Roche once again. Toby with the vacuum. It's on the 2. And Katomi goes in with the overgrowth. That also lands on both Kuroki as well as Mind Control. They've got the swashbuckler. They get the kill on Kuroki. They'll go over at Mind Control. They've got themselves a second. That's a third, including Amar in the previous engagement. And they're going to find a
the
fourth.
shard.
There's GH going down.
The fight just gets more and more difficult for Nigma Galaxy.
They need to go now. This is not a Roche that's going to last too long, but they've already set up on the side of Entity. They've got the Spiderwings going in, so they see this. They have the vision. They have the intel that they need. Arrow flies across, Remnant over, and now let's see what they can do.
Mind Control wants to scout things out. He does have a BKB, so he will be the one providing vision inside the pit.
Gleipnir lands. It's only on a Stormer. And they've got the Darkseer over to the side. They're going to go with the God Strength. They go to the Overgrowth from Katomi, though. That lands on a couple of these heroes. They go to the Wukong's command. Amar needs to survive on this one. He goes to the Lotus Orb. Now he's trying to click ground on a Fishman. But Rolling Thunder used by Stormer. They're into Roche. Look at the Aegis on a Sumail. But they look over at Amar, who's going to be killed off by Stormer. They got themselves their hands on the Aegis. They're going to get the kill here on the GH as well. Up over, though, is Stormer. They've got the smoke screen down. They get the kill. They get the gem out of the hands of Stormer as well as the Gleipnir is going to down on 2 of these heroes. Mind Control, though, vacuum back into the wall. Sleeping Dart doesn't do anything for them. Mind Control gets over the cliff. They've got the Hex on a Sumail. He's got an Aegis to work with, but he's caught up at this cliff.
They can't get to them.
Move.
They're on the cliff.
He needs to go to another spot, and he's going to Remnant down, but they've got themselves the root coming out for Katomi. They'll look over at Sumail, who uses that Stormcrafter, but it's not going to be enough.
Abyssal is available.
They'll look for the Abyssal. They go to the sleep. Oh, they give him a chance to slide a fist, but still, they've got the Abyssal. They have the Hex. The smoke screen is down, and they'll have Mind Control over the side, but Sumail, he's going to eat the cheese. He's going to get back to full health. They'll slide a fist run again as borrowed time from Fishman, keeping him alive. Gleipnir on a 3. Katomi again looking over at Kuroki. They're back. They'll get the kill on the Sumail, and now they'll look over at Kuroki and take out this Riki.
They invested everything. The very interesting item build that I see on Watson. Ooh. He wants to get the Arcane Blink. So having that spinner snare, could have they gotten it to someone else?
I think in the hectic fight, they just didn't even want to risk it. They just activated it and went.
Because Sumail already has one on Mirana. His mass same goes for one on Riki. Maybe the one on Sven could have been okay, but I also don't mind this one.
Amar top. BKB and Moonlight Shadow, but Stormer has
he does have a gem.
So Amar now no longer has a BKB, and he's dead.
Man, the Stormcrafter procced his Blink Dagger, so he was not able to blink out.
That's
level 25 Treants. Full refresher on Sumail. He wants to be able to have almost unlimited remnants, especially if he starts to get the kills.
How can they kill Watson? Gonna be tough. Ooh. Boundless Strike, jumping to the edge. They'll go for Sumail, but they've got the BKB going to be used here. And now think about going to the Wukong's command. Stormcrafter up into the air. Sumail now rooted. They see the Overgrowth coming out for Katomi. Nobody did just yet. The Remnant forward. Now thinking about going to the Overgrowth once again. Katomi, though, missed it this time. They've got the Hex. They have the Bashes. And now Sumail's going to be in a lot of trouble. They get the kill. He'll take him out for 100 seconds. Amar vacuumed into the wall. Again, not able to output any damage. God Strength, normal punch. Down goes the Sven. And Entity have taken out the 2 cores for 2 minutes. Mind Control's going to try and TP out, but he's just not lucky enough to TP with no bashes coming in from Entity. They've got another bash. They're going to another Abyssal Blade, normal punch. See you later, Mind Control.
Yeah, this game is donezo. They can go in and finish the game without buyback on these two heroes. They just don't have what it takes.
There's the GG. Just don't have it. Entity, it felt like this game was kind of cruising at like an even level for a while, but I think Entity kind of